Welcome to our future chicken paradise. This used to be our chicken area and we're going to redesign it to produce as much food as possible for the chickens. So in this area there are a few fruit trees already planted on contour lines. So what we're going to do is we're going to transform these 4 lines into proper agroforestry system focused on producing food for the chickens. So together with the pomegranate and the peach trees, we're going to add lots of mulberry and comfrey that we will then use as fodder for the chickens in summertime. There will be a smaller fenced area right here with deep litter and the compost coop. So the chickens will mainly stay in here and scratch through the deep litter to produce compost and feed themselves. And then we will have different openings that will allow the chickens to enter the alleys between the agroforestry lines. So between the trees we will have grass growing in winter time, and we will have rotational grazing. We will have 1, 2, 3 and 4 sections that the chickens can constantly rotate through and then go back into their coop at night. Something that we will also do is we will in summertime add compost piles in the alleys so that the presence of the chickens will not disrupt the dry soils too much and they will continue increasing the fertility. One thing I definitely want to improve in the next chicken system is the coop. Because when I arrived we already had this coop, but there are many ways in which it is not very functional. First of all, a human cannot enter it, and so it's very difficult to keep it clean because the floor of the coop is actually here. This part was built as a safety protection against predators, but actually weasels very easily get in through the bottom and they killed many chickens already. So there is also no possibility of doing any deep litter because the bottom of the coop is not actually touching the floor. And also the internal structure, like the laying boxes, are not really separate. This is just one compartment altogether for the chickens, while I would like for the chickens to actually have allocated boxes that they prefer. Something about the fact that this coop is just isolated in this big fenced area doesn't allow us to make the most out of the fact that we do have lots of grasses here in summertime. So again, I want to make sure that the presence of the chickens can benefit also the fertility of the soil and that they can enjoy this area as much as possible, because if we leave the chickens roaming around freely, we don't have enough to actually manage the grasses that grow in winter time. So the density is just too low, so at some point they get overwhelmed with so many grasses. So by kind of confining them to smaller areas once at a time, they will actually be able to eat enough grass, and then we switch them to the next section, and the grass will always stay nice and healthy, but it won't become overwhelmingly high to the point where the chickens cannot really handle it. So it's kind of gearing all of the elements and opportunities that we have here so that the chickens can have a great life, and also they can help us increase the fertility. They can give some love to these fruit trees that also right now are kind of thrown there all by themselves, and they don't look very happy. No one looks very happy here right now, so we're trying to, as with every permaculture design, see which elements we have and allow the elements to communicate together so that they can work as an ecosystem.